Yeah, just 8, start waving your hands, huh?
I'll start waving in about
Yeah,
7 minutes.
yeah. No, 8, one hand, 8.5, I don't, 8's fine, one hand, I'll be good.
Isn't it the max though?
I missed my,
well, there's a grace period.
I missed my visuals, but, I think I can proceed.
Sorry, buddy.
All good, all good. If you want to avoid World War III, listen to what I have to say. Today, I hope to persuade you that now is the time to act on North Korea and their advancement with their nuclear program. Speaking on his visit to Britain, the Pentagon chief, James Mattis, condemned North Korea and described them as the most imminent threat by the United States. The time to act on North Korea's advancement of a nuclear weapons program is now. If we don't stop them, we will have an enemy that can start a nuclear war. First, I will tell you about the Korean War and the armistice that stopped the fighting. Then I will tell you about the Korean leader and the current crisis. Finally, I will explore effective solutions to this dire situation. You're probably wondering, why don't we get along with North Korea in the first place? It all started with the Korean War. First, I will tell you about the U.S. involvement in the war and will tell you about how the fighting stopped. Then, in June 1950, North Korea invaded our allies, South Korea. A month later, we got involved in the war. There were 2.5 million people, casualties in this war. That's a lot. In July 1953, an armistice was signed. However, there was no peace treaty. It was never reached, so the two sides are technically still at war. North Korea is a communist country that limits freedoms and decision-making to one person. North Korea is advancing their nuclear weapons program. First, I will introduce North Korea's leader. Then I will address the dangers of advancing their nuclear program. Kim Jong-un is the supreme leader of North Korea. In his prison camps, there is a high mortality rate from starvation, torture, work accidents, and illnesses. According to Christina Silva's article in the Newsweek, North Korea's Kim Jong-un has starved his people to pay for nuclear weapons. On March 23rd, 2017, 41% of the total population is undernourished. Kim Jong-un executed his defense chief for falling asleep during a meeting. He used an anti-aircraft missile. That is crazy. North Korea has conducted tests with nuclear bombs and can someday develop a longer ranges which can attack the United States. North Korea is believed to have 13 to 21 nuclear bombs and counting. Tae Young-ho, an ex-diplomat of North Korea, stated, "As long as Kim Jong-un is in power, North Korea will never give up nuclear weapons." This is from an article by Ellie Cambridge in The Sun, What Nuclear Weapons Does North Korea Have, and what Donald Trump said about Kim Jong-un's missile test on February 13, 2017. They also stated in an article by Mark Moore in New York Post, Kim Jong-un really wants to start using nukes on April 3rd, 2017, that once he sees that there is any kind of sign of a tank or an imminent threat from America, he's going to use nuclear weapons. The risk increases as Kim Jong-un develops long-range missiles that can capable of striking the United States. The situation is dangerous. Are there any solutions to this conflict? We must remove Kim Jong-un from command in North Korea. First, I will tell you that we should increase economic pressure on North Korea. Then I will tell you how the U.S. Navy SEALs Team 6 is preparing to remove Kim Jong-un from power. A great way to force change in the isolated North is to continually increase economic sanctions with the United Nations and also put a lot of pressure through China. With increased sanctions, ordinary citizens are starting to act up in defiance of their ruler. Grasshoppers are women that trade Chinese smuggled goods. And they're called grasshoppers because once the police come, they take off and flee. Now they're calling them ticks because they refuse to budge and they demand the right to make a living. With increased dissension caused by hunger and lack of basic needs being met, a government overthrow is a strong possibility. Another effective way would involve the U.S. Navy SEALs Team 6. In an article by Lee Chul-jae in the Korean Junjang Daily, SEAL team that took out bin Laden joins drills in Korea on March 14, 2017, the South Korean Defense Ministry stated that Team 6 is practicing to remove Kim Jong-un from power. The SEALs Team 6 contains the best of the best. They were best known for taking down Osama bin Laden. We all know him. They have successfully carried out thousands of dangerous raids that military leaders credit with weakening militant networks. This is according to an article by Mark Mazzelli in the New York Times, SEAL 6 Team, A Secret History of Quiet Killings and Blurred Lines, on June 6, 2015. These are dangerous times that need to be handled correctly. The time to act on North Korea and the advancement of their nuclear program is now. If we don't stop their actions, we can end up with an enemy that can start a nuclear war. First, I told you about the Korean War and the armistice that led to the stoppage. Then I told you about the Korean leader and the current crisis. Finally, I explained some effective solutions to resolve this conflict. Nuclear war is the worst thing that could happen to us. It is vital for the U.S. to avoid a potential nuclear war if North Korea is able to advance their nuclear war program. They will increase their bombs, the supply of bombs, increase the distance in which they can attack. If it gets to that point, North Korea can attack the United States. Let's stop this madman before it's too late.